Hello, this is Tom Still from the Wisconsin Technology Council. Thank you for joining us for today's edition of WisBusiness.com, the show. The show is produced by the Tech Council in partnership with WisBusiness.com and with the help of our sponsors, the Wisconsin Economic Development Corp and Exact Sciences. Welcome back to the show. I'm Tom Still from the Tech Council. Well, we're looking forward to the Governor's Business Plan Contest, which is now open for entries through January 31st. We've had a ton of entries over time, and it's led to success for many young companies. Our major sponsor is the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation, but many others who contribute cash and in-kind prizes. The contest runs in phases that help entrants walk before they have to run. So starting with that 250 words, you can build your plan over time, and it all culminates at the Wisconsin Entrepreneurs Conference in June in Milwaukee. Gov's Biz Plan Contest.com is where to go for more information. Some of the things that we've worked on recently, our Swift Entrepreneurs Workshop went to the Oneida Nation in November. Our Tech Caucus tour of Faith Technologies in Chilton took place also in November, and we had many members of the legislature attend that. Our Tech Council Innovation Network luncheon in November was with UW-Madison Provost Charles Isbell Jr., who's nationally known for his work around computer science and artificial intelligence. And of course, our Wisconsin Early Stage Symposium, that took place November 8th and 9th. We had 417 attendees over those 2 days. Coming up, January 11th at the UW-Milwaukee Innovation Accelerator in Wauwatosa, we'll talk about some stop-and-go trends in the electric vehicle industry. Our guests are from Marquette University, Godfrey Kahn, We Energies, and Faith Technologies. We're looking forward to that discussion. January 18th, we'll be at UW-Whitewater to talk about corporate collaboration on campus. Representatives of 3 companies will be there to talk about their industries and how they can work with researchers and others on campuses, whether at Whitewater or elsewhere. Shine Technologies, Promega, and East-West Manufacturing will be featured. January 23rd in Madison, we'll talk about the war on cancer. Dr. Howard Bailey, who directs the UW Carbone Cancer Center, will talk about progress and continuing challenges in the fight against cancer. And again, that's in Madison, and we're looking forward to seeing you there as well. Coming up next, our guest, Matthew Pearlson of Intrnls. Welcome back, everyone, to WIS Business, the show. I'm Tom Still from the Tech Council. Our guest today, Matthew Pearlson from Intrnls. He's a relatively new fixture in Wisconsin, and he recently presented at the Wisconsin Early Stage Symposium in Madison. Welcome, Matthew.
Hey, Tom. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, what kind of problems does Intrnls solve, and how is it different from what's already out there in the market?
Intrnls is working on making the world's most efficient carbon capture filters right here in Wisconsin. And the filters that are being used today were designed almost 100 years ago and were never really intended for this purpose. And so Intrnls brings state-of-the-art advanced manufacturing, some advanced materials, and some novel designs to make those processes, those filters, like 3 to 4 times more efficient than what's used today.
Exciting, and right here in Southeast Wisconsin, so that's excellent. What do you need to continue your success? And you have been successful so far, both technically and otherwise. Is it money, strategic partnerships, sales, all of the above? Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
I mean, I think every company needs all 3 of those things in order to be successful. Intrnls is at a really interesting point in our growth where we're starting to expand our operations. We're thinking about hiring more talent, and being able to deliver on the inbound customer demand, which we're experiencing at this time. So it's an exciting point, and I'm really glad to be in Wisconsin because so many of those things are available.
Excellent. Well, and speaking of that, which, I mean, you came really, I guess, most recently from the East Coast, and what is it you like about the business climate in Wisconsin, the people who you've been working with, the ecosystem overall. What is it that has impressed you thus far?
Where do I begin? I mean, there are some amazing resources available to startups and entrepreneurs here in Wisconsin. We've used the Wisconsin Center for Technology Commercialization. We've also taken advantage of the small business support from the Wisconsin Manufacturing Extension Program and used a number of those different programs that they offer. But I also love that it's so easy to do a startup here. Yeah, we just moved from Boston a couple of years ago, but I've done startups all over the country. And Wisconsin is far and away my favorite place to do one because you've got incredible talent from the different universities and schools nearby. You've got inexpensive real estate that allows you to like sort of grow a little bit more organically and help you refine your business model and your customer discovery without having like, here's a good example, Tom. In downtown Boston, a desk at a typical co-working space would be like $3,000 a month, like a mortgage payment, right? And now I've got this whole big workshop, which you can't see, for like $1,000 a month. So it's a totally different way of being able to scale, right? Without needing venture capital investment in the beginning.
Excellent. Well, we're proud to have been a small part of helping to introduce you around the state as well. So thank you for joining us today, Matthew.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, Tom.
Thanks again to our sponsors, the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation and Exact Sciences. We'll see you next time.